Well, hello, welcome to Wood Chip Woodworking. I hope everybody's doing well. Today's one of them days when it's raining outside and you got to do indoor projects. So I thought I would catch up on a couple things here. Thought I would do a video. I know this is not woodworking, but nevertheless, somebody out there might want to know how to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to sharpen a lawnmower blade. My lawnmower takes 3 blades, so I've got them here. And let's go through the process of what we got to do and how to do this. So welcome to Wood Chip Woodworking. I know this isn't woodworking, but it is sharpening, and sharpening is part of woodworking, so give you the same gist of it all. But anyway, let's get started on our project for today. Like I said, it's raining outside, so not a whole lot you can do. And it's a good time to sharpen my blades, and let's get started on that. So hang tight and I'll show you what I'm doing. Hang tight. All right, so basically I'm gonna put my blade in the vise here. And what I wanna do is all this old grass that's on it, I wanna get rid of that. And there's a reason to my madness, and that's because I gotta balance it. So if you got an old wire brush like this, you can just take it and just kind of scrape it like that and get all this debris off, and just keep rubbing it until it gets clean. And you just make sure you get it all off. You got to do these sides here as well, and you just keep going. You can take a putty knife and scrape it. That'll help get some of it off. See that? All that right there. So you want to get all this crap off of here like so. So you want to get everything you can off of it. You just scrape it like this. You do this by hand. And it just takes a few minutes to do it. Okay, so that looks pretty good, cleaned up. And I'll turn it around and do this side over here. And I'll show you another method. This is my preferred method. I got a wire wheel here and a drill. And just make sure you wear your face shield, because it is a wire wheel. So if you don't have a face shield, this would be a preferred method to use. So make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Get you a good close-up here. There. So basically, I just take my drill, and I just go down through here and all right, so you can see it does a pretty good job cleaning up. So that's what you want right there, is get it nice and clean it all off. And you can see I got this stuff on the other side. I got to do this side. So instead of you watching me do that, hang tight and we'll get started on the other part. Actually, I'll just show you. Ain't that big of a deal. So I'll put it back in my clamp. And like I said, I just make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. I do this every spring. I got an extra set of blades, and I sharpen these, I wrap them up. I put grease on them so that keeps the rust down when I'm done. And I wrap them up. I wrap them up so that they stay clean, they don't rust. Okay, look it over, make sure we're good. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, so we're done cleaning the blades off. Now let's go over to the grinder and we'll set that up and show you what's next. Hang tight. All right, so here we are at our grinder. So what I do is I take a Sharpie and I take my blade right here and I just color this edge. Okay, color that edge. And then what I do, I'll lay it up on my grinding wheel, and then I make sure that it fits. And as you can tell, right there, it's hitting all the way across there. So that's what I want. So I make sure everything's tight. And again, make sure you put your face shield on. And you're just taking what I do is I'll grind one side, do one pass, I flip it over, dip it in my water, keep it cool, and I need to get a thing with more water in it, so hang tight. All right, so I got a bucket of water here, and that's just going to hit. Cool, I'm going to set it off to the side here, and I'll take and I'll grind one side once. Dip it in my water. And then I grind the other side. Try to do the same number of passes on each side. Just go back and forth. Same number of passes. Okay, and as you can see, it's starting to take shape there. Getting it pretty good. A couple more passes, I should be done with this blade. The other thing is, if you watch the graining wheel, when the sparks come over the edge, you're at that edge of being sharp. All right, and next what we got to do is we got to level it. Make sure it's leveled. So hang tight and I'll show you my leveling. I guess I'm going to hold it for a minute. So I put this on this leveler, just like that. What we'll do is we'll look down through there and you look to see how level it is. Get you a, as you can see, and looking at it, I would say it's pretty close. I would say it's pretty good. So I'll do the other three, or the two, and we'll go from there. And if I get one that's not level, I'll show you what I do next. So hang tight. Just so you can see one that's complete here. Okay. Okay, let's go over and see if it's level. All right. So as you can see, this side over here is higher than that side. So this side's a little bit heavier. So I want to take one more pass off of this. And you wonder, earlier when I was cleaning it, you wonder why. You take the dirt off of it because dirt keeps it from being level as well. So I'll make one more pass and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. All right, the moment of truth to see if I did it right. Put her on there like so. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. So it's level. All right, so I'll do the last blade and then we'll be right back. All right, so we got our last one done here. And it looks really good as well. See it? Now, that's why I tell you, if you make one pass on each side, you keep them level, and that way you keep them balanced. And taking off all the dirt and everything else helps as well. So let's go back over to the bench and we'll close this out. All right, so here we are. Basically, we're going to finish up here. Putting a pair of gloves on because I'm going to grease up these blades. That keeps them from rusting. And then I'll wrap them up and we'll go from there. So basically, just got some white multi-purpose grease. Just take a little bit and just smear it on top of there because these are going to set for about a year because I'll put these on next spring. So I just kind of slather a fair amount on. And just put a fair amount on there just to keep them from rusting up. Both sides. And since I got greasy fingers, I'll just go ahead and do all these real quick. And you gotta watch, don't drag your finger across that because that'll be sharp. Obviously, you just sharpened it. But like I said, I got an extra set of blades for my tractor, for my mower. And I just sharpen these each year. And, you know, they last about a good season, you know. And you could probably use WD-40 on this if you wanted to. I try not to put any grease in this area here because it's got to be bolted down. So I am going to put a little bit on it, but then I just stack them together. Like I said, you don't want to run your hands across there because you just sharpened it. And this is, if you don't have any grease like this, if you got Crisco, that would work too. Just know that it's a food grade, and since you're not going to eat off of it, it doesn't matter if it goes rancid. So it's not a big deal. And actually, a lot of food processing equipment is greased with Crisco because it needs to be a food grade grease. All right, with that, okay, let's get our grease out of the way, get our gloves off. Well, I'll just leave them on for a minute. And I got this old rag here that I use that I just wrap them in. One of the things I like to do is to keep them, I put a zip tie through them. It's just me. I don't know. Put a zip tie in there, and then I just take and wrap them up real good. And it keeps the dirt off of them, keeps them nice and clean as far as everything. And then I just put a zip tie around the outer edge to hold them. Like that. And I'll put this one down here at this end. And there she be. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, learned a little bit, and we'll go from there. So thanks for stopping by Woodchip Woodworking, and that's how you sharpen lawnmower blades. I know it's not woodworking, but nevertheless, have a good night.